Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, and today I'm here to share with you an autumn hand tie. There's so many wonderful materials. The Chinese lanterns, callas, safflower, even wheat berries, pods and cones. So many different things to choose from. Perfect for creating an armature hand tie. So often we use a foliage base to create a hand tie, but in the autumn I like to take away the greens, leave it a little more minimal, so my base becomes just curly willow instead of the foliage. You can break it down, prune it, and in fact, that's one of the most important parts, is how do you prune it out? Where do you cut it? And then take the bits and put them back in your hand, and then maybe another, setting it in and going, well, that doesn't quite work. So then again, pruning out the broken, breaking it down. And then once you have everything there, capturing it and pulling it back down into your fingers. That one's a little too short. There we go. Pulling it and winding it. And in doing so, creating a form that creates interest and excitement, which will then also support your flowers. To secure it in place so that I don't have to hang on quite so tightly, just a little bit of the Oasis bind wire, clipped, and then wrapped snugly above my hand, locking all the willow in place, making sure the bits will all stay there. And then just twisting the two ends together. Then I can go back and start adding my flowers. And I don't have to worry about hanging on and securing this because it's secure on its own. Maybe starting with some of the Chinese lanterns. They're so fabulous. Just weaving them through the willow, letting them angle outward. Maybe a second. Finding a spot to weave in so it will hold it securely. Adjusting. And then a little bit of the safflower, bringing the orange to the interior. Lovely texture. Maybe one more. I'm turning it in my hand, double checking that it looks good all the way around. Then going back, maybe adding a few of the berries. They're heavy, so tucking them low, keep the weight down. And maybe one more of the lanterns, coming up a little bit more centered. You can see it's beautiful with just the autumn treasures. To enhance, maybe a calla, using the flame with the orange coming through, letting it angle, extending outward. And the willow locks everything right into place in my fingers. To finish, I just want to add a little more substance here and add a little more texture. May it be some wheat, just tucked down in, again weaving it in. And then maybe bringing a few sprigs back a little further to create unity throughout. And then even adding a couple more back over here so that the wheat carries your eye from front to back, weaving through. Pulling it down, sliding it in, and then just a tuck of the celosia, adding some weight right at the base. And then to hold it all together, taking a bit of the bind wire again, clipping it, and securing it, wrapping round. Careful of the head so I don't break anything off. And then twisting the two ends together. Now I was working and I looked to the back. I see where I have a cut end of willow that just shines out so boldly and white, and it's distracting in the arrangement. Little trick to solve that is take a leaf And the chlorophyll on the leaf, when you rub it over, turns it brownish green. And it doesn't hide it completely, but it's not nearly as glaring as when it was white. And that finishes the bouquet beautifully. Choosing the right vase for the hand tie is the next step. And I picked a triad, purple, green, and orange. And you can see, if I hold it up with the purple, it looks one way. If I hold it up with the orange, it looks yet another. And the green, yet another. For mine, I'm going to choose the green because I like the way that it picks up the green from the Chinese lanterns. So then I just set this at the edge of my table, think about my height, and then go through and cut it down to fit. And I'm using a clipper because some of these stems are just too thick to go through with my knife. And then I just hold the stems together, slide it into the vessel, and let it relax into position. Autumn gives us so many options for fabulous materials. You know, we love the summer because there's so many flowers, but I love the autumn as well because there are so many flowers. Now it's your turn. If you need more inspiration and want to see more autumn, check out our website at flowerschool.com. If you've got questions, you can reach us through there or pick up the telephone and give us a call at 1-800-819-8089. Of course, if it's easier, use my email. It's Leanne, Leanne, at floraldesigninstitute.com. Now it's your turn. Happy autumn, have fun, and do something you love.